Action.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim Odell with Odell Complete Landscape. We're here on a new project. We got a big concrete job slash sod job. We're gonna be doing all the concrete and grass plus irrigation. So I'm gonna take you guys on a quick walk along on what we're doing. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. But let's go check out this backyard. So we're gonna be taking the concrete starting from right here, right against this brick border. All this concrete has got to go. It's looking bad, looking beat up, looking old. We got a weird V thing going on right here. We're gonna change that and make it better. But we're gonna be putting concrete here. There'll be a planter bed against that window. All this concrete will be renewed. There'll be a planter bed against that wall. We're gonna have a walkway going down this way. We're gonna renew sod in this area right here. Gonna be setting up all new irrigations. You can see the valve system right there is kind of funky and really weird place to put the valve system, since as soon as you walk out of the house, you got this ugly mess right there. So we're gonna be putting these valves on the opposite side of the house and hide them a little better. Plus, we're going to be squaring out this backyard patio, knocking down that step, making one little swoop right there across this whole sliding door now. One step up, everything else is going to be brought down to this height. You can see there's a bunch of stuff that got to be grinded out. Irrigation's a mess. We got to fix all of that. You can see just how much higher this concrete is compared to where we're gonna have it. Big drop. Look at this. It's about 18 to 18 inches of a drop. They're gonna be stump grinding this out. A huge bunch. There's gonna be a lot of big roots underneath this concrete. So hopefully the skid steer we got today will do the job and really just take out all these roots for us so we don't have to struggle all day. But there's a lot of work to be done. So we're gonna get to it. Alright, so all we have right now is a skid steer with a smooth bucket. I wasn't able to get a tooth bucket, and I wasn't able to get a jackhammer attachment for the skid steer, sadly. So I had to use my little Makita jackhammer, and you can see this concrete was super thick. So one of us was on the jackhammer pretty much the whole time, just trying to knock down the edges or just loosen this thing up a little bit, just so we can lift up the concrete with our skid steer and start smashing it with our sledgehammer. and then we would just load up in wheelbarrows and take everything to the front. And that's kind of how this thing went. But the whole perimeter of this whole concrete patio was super thick. It was pretty much like a foundation footing of how thick this concrete was all the way around. I kind of expected it, but I didn't think it would be as thick as it was. Luckily, it didn't have any rebar in it, so that was the plus side. But other than that, next time, if dealing with this, I'm definitely going to be getting a jackhammer attachment.
Actually.
Alright, so what I was trying to talk about earlier, or show you guys earlier, was these crazy footings that we've been having to deal with this whole time on this step-up raised patio area that we've pretty much got all out. Almost all there. But that's how thick these guys are. Look at that. All the way around. That's what we've been dealing with.
Get your tape out. How thick is that? More than man. Let's see how thick this is from the bottom all the way to top. 13 inches, guys.
That is a concrete foundation for a patio.
For a patio, yeah. Here you go. Let's see the backside, see what it looks like underneath. Dang, look at that.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Or hey, Omar, just hit it maybe. Let's see if it will break.
Let's see if it smashes. Go ahead, Omar.
See my power, dog?
No, it's too high. Lower it a little bit,
Yeah,
Timmy.
lower a little bit.
Just lower it just a little bit. Oh, yes. Right there. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Ooh. One more, baby. That's it. Now lower it. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Wind it up. Wind it up. Woo. Oh. Ooh.
One time, Omar.
Dang.
Alright guys, I know what you're thinking. Omar hit that concrete slab quite a few times before I actually got in there to hit it and break it. But keep in mind, I'm a pretty strong guy, and I like to think that I have a pretty good wind up when it comes to breaking concrete. Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is day 2 of this project. We're not doing the inside work, as you can see. A lot of remodeling going on in here. We're not doing that. We are actually doing the outside. But it's a little loud out there right now, so I wanted to take you inside real quick, explain to you guys what we want to get accomplished today and what we're going to be doing. One, I want to get all the concrete out of this backyard. Let me show you how much concrete we still have left. We got that big pile of concrete, we got that big pile of concrete, and there's a little more around the corner over there. But we got our little skidster here with us today from Baker Tool Rental. Helps us get the job done a little bit quicker. I need to get one eventually. And I want to get all elevation established. So I'm going to probably be setting up some string lines right now. Getting the laser level turned on. I'm going to start off the back of this house and probably over there to see what kind of slope I'm getting. If I can use natural slope, natural grade of the backyard and get everything to the front. We might be putting in drains. Not 100% sure. Mainly probably on that side of the house, because I'm not really sure how well the drainage is, because I still got to figure out and establish that through the laser level and put some string lines up. But that is the goal right now, and I'll keep you posted as we move along. Okay, so I have all of my stakes, or most of my stakes in right now, just to get a good idea of where all the elevations are going to be established. And I have my benchmark set, and we're trying to just really rip out a lot of these roots right now. As you can tell, these roots are crazy. I mean, look how massive these are. Look at this. Look at that. That's my hand. These things are huge. Huge maple tree. Or magnolia tree, I'm sorry. Overdrew all under this concrete. So we're trying to rip it out as best we can right now with the skidster. Here is my established concrete height. Right down. Right there. That will be the concrete height of the patio. It'll be a step down and one more step down right to the concrete height. So just trying to get this all graded out as best as possible. We have a string line running right there all the way to that side. So I kind of have an idea of what this grade will be down this whole stretch. So it kind of gives me an idea of what this will all be graded to. Plus I do have a stake here and right back there. So I have a couple of benchmarks established to get an idea of where I'm grading. It's better to take more anyways though, because I have a skid steer here right now, so easier to take everything out. But we got most of the concrete already taken out. As you can see, the last place that we got to get concrete is right in the side yard, all the way down. But we filled up the bin, so we're waiting for a new one to come in. So the rest of the side yard is just going to be dealt with by hand. We're going to be using jackhammer, sludge, pry bar, 4 guys. Just going to be knocking this out as we go. The skid steer we didn't use on the side just because it got a little tight. There was a gas line on this area as well. Plus, actually I think I was on using the skid steer for the other side, taking out all of those roots you saw, while Sam, Omar, and our other guy, Watson, was hitting all this concrete on this side. So in a minute, real quick guys, you're going to be seeing me actually tip over in the skid steer. I was loading up the skid steer a little too heavy for itself. I'm a little used to a little more power, but the dingoes, they don't have the power that I'm looking for, so I kind of push them to the limit. And I pushed it a little too far. As you can see, I overloaded the skid steer. I loaded up a little too heavy of a load. I don't know if the GoPro can even hear me since the mic's been broken right now, but I loaded up the skid steer a little too heavy. Baker's Sorenal, hopefully you're not watching this. This has never happened before. So
Baker's
we're about to try to drop this thing. Is that all out, Sam?
Yeah, all the loads out. You're scared. Whoa, nice go. Turtle mode, turtle. Bucket a little too heavy, and now we're trying to there we go. There it goes, baby. Hey, dig it.
That was pretty scary.
So, how was your experience, dog?
Now I know how to deal with that if that ever happens again.
Yeah.
Inch by inch the bucket.
That was one. That was a good.
So that was a pretty scary experience for me. I've never actually done that before. This never happened to me, so wasn't really sure how to deal with it. But just moving the bucket inch by inch back towards me helped me lower the whole skid steer down. But yeah, I was a little scared at first. But now that we got the skid steer back on the ground, we're going to just regrade this whole backyard. And that is going to wrap up this first part of the series. So I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you guys share, subscribe, comment any questions, and stay tuned for the next parts that will be coming out. It's going to be a good project.